BNPL technology company Sileon have reported for the fourth quarter of 2023. To give some more details, I have in the studio CEO David Larsson. Please welcome.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Nice to have you here. How would you describe the quarter in brief?
From a financial point of view, if we start there, it is according to expectation. We said in the Q3 report that we would have 1 million less in burn rate. This was not realized, and there was a conscious decision to build the platform so we can move into investment tactics as we announced now in this quarter. Then worth to note is the quarterly comparison to last year. In last year's fourth quarter, we had Visa investments on the top line, so it looks a bit skewed year over year.
Okay. And like you mentioned, what you're doing in the operations is that you're shifting investment tactics. Could you describe what this means?
Yeah, that's sort of a technical term. What it really means in practice, if we take a few steps back, Sileon moved the BNPL technology platform into the cloud in 2022. 2023, in springtime, we announced the product, car-linked BNPL. We have throughout 2023 met about 100 banks to validate the product market fit, but also made the platform sort of enterprise ready. Now we are in a very interesting spot where the platform is ready for a card issuer to launch, and then it is logical but also necessary to move the investment tactics to custom demand development, basically.
So in frank terms, this means you have laid down some co-workers.
What it means in practice is that yes, we have reduced the amount of personnel, and though the financial effects of that will be viewed in Q2. And this also mean that Sileon is more, we adjust the company to be more resilient to the pretty long sales cycles of larger banks.
Yeah. And like you said, it's a shift to customer-led investments. What kind of development would this be?
And that could be what we call additional solution modules on top of the platform. The platform is our core. And given it's cloud-based and in the most modern technology, it is a fairly small task for us now, after the heavy investments we've had the past years, to lift in new solution models, new functionalities into the platform. Any type of functionality that could be companies that want to launch BNPL on their card could benefit from. Could also be regional solution modules.
Okay, thank you. And if we move on to one of your oldest customers, OKQ8, how could you describe your cooperation?
The cooperation is really good. The functionality, our functionality is now live in about 200 petrol stations at point of sale. However, the transactions are not, it's not a huge load of transactions as we speak right now. But the whole system is ready to go when OKQ8 seems it's strategical to inform consumers that their ability and functionality is there.
Okay. And when can we expect to see growing numbers in that deal?
It all depends on how and when OKQ8 view it as strategic to inform and market this type of functionality.
Okay. And in December, you signed a new agreement with the Spanish organization Inclusivity. What can you tell us about this deal?
Yeah, I think the phenomenon that we sign now software as a service agreements with international platforms in this case is interesting, and it's a proof that our platform is truly international. In this case, it is a Spanish organization, as you point out, that is launching and providing non-profit organizations, mainly in Latin America and Africa, by financial functionality. And our platform is supposed to work back-end as buy now, pay later functionality. And this is really how the power of the platform. It works across the globe in all type of flexible installment program in use cases. So this is definitely something. It's not the last one. We have several of this type of companies in dialogues right now as well.
To me, it all sounds very complicated and complex, and with an international client like this, how long is a sales cycle for this kind of deal?
Okay, let me first then comment on the complexity, because the complexity for an international company or fintech or a smaller bank, let's say, that are cloud-based today, it's not very complex to utilize Sileon's BNPL platform capabilities. If we then move into the sales cycles, well, what we see is let's say the rising fintechs that are cloud-based as of today, and when they are looking for BNPL capacity into their system, sales cycles are actually not that long. We are talking about, on average, 2 months, something like that. And those leads we get usually digitally. We have no strategy to travel around the world with our sales force. However, we get them digitally, and we do all the sales digital as well.
You've said in earlier interviews, as well in this report today, that you have a lot of dialogues ongoing. When can we expect to see some results from those?
Yeah, we have had about 100 dialogues since May 2023 with banks, or I would rather say card issuers or card issuing banks. We have in many, or even, well, actually most of those dialogues, it's evident that our product, card-linked BNPL, i.e. providing installment plans on existing debit and credit cards, actually is the demand is proven. Banks want to have this. So in most dialogues, we continue the dialogue. I would say we have the commercial product market fit here. They see the value, they want the product. Now, why does it take a long time? It is the complexity, not necessarily with how to integrate Sileon, but it's the complexity for a bank how to maneuver Sileon functionality in their core systems. So that is why it takes time. And luckily, we have had dialogues now for quite a while. So we have processed this. We have talked to parties within the banks, like leadership, product teams, and as well as tech. And we will see larger deals materialize when we come into late Q2, or most of the deals will come Q3, Q4. That said, we were talking about the smaller fintechs. Those can definitely come faster.
Okay, exciting times ahead then. You performed a rights issue and you brought in a bit over 30 million Swedish kronor. How far will this injection take you?
Well, what we and I say now is that we will be cash flow neutral when we enter, or in Q2 this year. And looking at the financial statements as of this quarter, that might be difficult to see. But then we need to take into account that we have had a price change upwards with the existing customer base that impact about 3.5 million crowns per quarter, as well as the effect of the change in the investment tactics. So that's what we will do and how it will work for Sileon moving forward.
Thank you. Visa have invested in Sileon. Could you elaborate a bit on this partnership?
Yeah, right. So Visa came to us 1.5 years ago and asked for functionality, for buy now, pay later functionality for their customer base, i.e. banks. And they have co-invested, that's true, in our development. And that is really to speed up, to get this buy now, pay later platform out to the market as we now have. We also have a go-to-market cooperation, meaning that the Visa organization bring and talk about Sileon to banks. That said, This is not the only way we meet banks, and we are of course both proud and happy about the collaboration with Visa, but we also go on our own.
And finally, what should investors look out for when it comes to news and milestone during 24?
I think the investors, as well as me and the leadership and rest of Sileon, are looking forward to customer deals in 2024. It is about new contracts.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you so much, David, for participating.
Thank you very much.
And thank you that viewed this interview.